Hi, I'm Gretchen Gilly from Troop 3689, and I'll be presenting Marketing Designs from Sense and Sensibility, written by Kate Hamill. Sense and Sensibility is a romantic comedy which we set in the Regency era. It takes place mainly in rural England. Before the play starts, Marianne and Eleanor, the main sisters' father has just died. His house and fortune is left to his son from a previous marriage, John Dashwood. Marianne and Eleanor are both single young women who have just reached of age to marry. We perform Sense and Sensibility on Thursday, September 21st at 7 p.m., Friday, September 22nd at 7 p.m., and Saturday, September 23rd at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. The tickets online were $8 for students and $10 for adults. We also sold promotional student tickets for $5 during show week and all lunches. For our production of Sense and Sensibility, I was the publicity crew chief, which means that I was responsible for picking up slack and in charge of all aspects of publicity, including the poster, program, banner, show shirt, press release, and social media. For our poster, I really wanted it to have a simple vintage look, but I wanted it to be relatable to high school students because Sense and Sensibility is set in an older time period. Because high schoolers are more interested in romantic comedies than any other genre, I really wanted to incorporate hints at relationships and significant others. After discussing this with my team, we discovered that Sense and Sensibility is not about the relationship the sisters have with their respective men, but about their relationship as sisters. So, instead of picturing a man and a woman, like I did on my first two drafts of the poster, I replaced the man with a woman representing one of the sisters. And this is my final draft for the poster, and these are some of the production photos. In addition to social media platforms, I also utilized some physical marketing tools to further publicize Sense and Sensibility. One of these examples is the promotional student ticket, which I was talking about earlier, and I actually have two right here. These were a really good method because they were so cheap, $5, many students considered coming. And those who did end up coming on Thursday, opening night, which is the only night that we sold tickets for, told all their friends about it, and their friends came back and paid full price to see the shows. This word-of-the-mouth technique is probably the best marketing strategy that we used for Sense and Sensibility. Another example is the show shirt, which I made sure everybody wore on opening night so that around the school everyone could just see show information and little pops of Sense and Sensibility. I also communicated with the school marquee manager to get our show information on the school marquee, where a lot of people are passing by the streets to see it. I just want to talk about the calendar for a second. Every Tuesday, I held a publicity meeting before school to complete all aspects of publicity. 3 weeks in, I had the poster, banner, and show shirt due and sent them off to their respective printing companies. That same week, I set up the marquee outside the black box in the art courtyard where a lot of students have lunch. I really wanted to get the word out early about the show. On September 11th, sponsorships and ads were due. This is something that we really like to publicize to parents. Business owners can pay a certain amount to have their business publicized in our program for one show or two shows or however many. We also like to advertise ads to friends and family who just want to celebrate their cast or crew member in the show. On September 18th, we released the press release in the CHS Roundup, which is our school newspaper. These are some of the social media posts that I made along the way. For our budget, I received a total of $1,250. The total deductions out of that money for everything that in publicity that requires money, I spent a total of $1,201, and the total income of Sense and Sensibility, including ticket sales, sponsorship, ads, all that sort of stuff, we received a total of $9,801. The total revenue, only accounting for marketing deductions, was $8,600. This is the press release, which we released to the CHS Roundup, the school newspaper, and some local news outlets like Click to Houston. This is the form that we sent out to people interested in the sponsorship opportunities to publicize their business. And this is the form for ads, which we sent out to people interested in celebrating and making little photo collages of their cast or crew member in the show. And this is the program. That's obviously the poster. I think you're able to see it in like a little portfolio thing, so feel free to check it out. Thank you.